Foreign Affairs Department says another batch of Filipinos from Gaza will arrive in Manila tonight. The government is working on the repatriation of 3 Filipinos injured in a missile attack in Ukrainian Black Sea port. And President Bongbong Marcos has named new appointees to the Philippine Reclamation Authority. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we are watching now. I'm Danny Laurel. We begin the newscast with the upcoming arrival of 41 Filipinos from war-torn Gaza. The repatriates are set to land in the country at 10:30 p.m. tonight. That's along with 7 Palestinian nationals. For his part, Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Eduardo de Vega left Manila today to personally thank the Egyptian government for prioritizing Filipinos after it opened the Rafah border. De Vega also said they are still trying to convince those who opted to remain in Gaza to exit the territory.
If the 16 cross today, or even tomorrow, that's 114 in total na tumawid. And that means 23 natitira. I cannot guarantee after today or tomorrow that those who will remain behind will be able to cross easily. So now is the best chance. No? We'll try to convince them.
Meanwhile, Overseas Workers Welfare Administration Administrator Arnel Ignacio said there are still no updates about the 2 missing Pinoys in Israel. Despite this, Ignacio said they remain in constant contact with their families to address their needs.
Wala pa eh. Wala pang kahit na anong balita eh. So ang ginawa na lang natin, no, constantly kausap na lang natin yung pamilya para maalalayan kung ano mang kailangan nila.
And more Filipinos from Lebanon are also now back home. 13 repatriates composed of 4 families landed in Manila on Saturday night amid the escalating tensions between Israeli forces and the group Hezbollah. The families will undergo psychosocial intervention and will receive financial aid amounting to 50,000 pesos each from the government. OWA said the number of repatriation requests from Filipinos in Lebanon has reached over 140. 3 Filipino seafarers injured in a missile strike in Ukraine will fly back to the Philippines as well. OWA said that they are in talks with the Sailormen's Manning Agency for their swift return. It added the incident traumatized the Filipino workers. The 3 seafarers were among the 4 who were hurt after a Russian missile struck a Liberian-flagged civilian vessel entering a Black Sea port in Odessa, Ukraine on November 8th. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. Still watching One News Now, I'm Dani Laurel. Malacanang announces new appointees to the Philippine Reclamation Authority. President Bongbong Marcos has approved the nomination of Alexander Tantoco Lopez as the chairman of the PRA. Lopez will also sit as a member of the board of directors of the agency. Meanwhile, Marcos appointed Cesar Ciador Jr. as General Manager and Chief Executive Officer, as well as Anthony Peter Crisologo as member of the board. Established in 1977, the PRA's mandate include regulating reclamation activities and developing government projects. American pop star Taylor Swift makes history for having the most Song of the Year Grammy nominations. Swift has now been nominated 7 times for the Song of the Year category. This surpasses half a dozen nominations from legends Paul McCartney and Lionel Richie. The American singer also tied the record for most nods in the Album of the Year category for a female artist with Midnights. Swift earned 6 Grammy nominations this year, including the Record of the Year and Best Pop Solo Performance. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again tomorrow as we monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Dani Laurel. We are One News.